Summer is finally here, and with plenty of punters after a sunny day classic or a new project car, they flocked to the wb&sons June auction. Plenty of cars sold for impressive figures, and here are just a few highlights. But first, our friends at Lancaster Insurance are running monthly giveaways. You can win all sorts, from experience days to tools, restaurant vouchers and tech. So click the link below at the end of the video to enter their latest competition. Perhaps my favourite car of the sale was the gorgeous 1972 Mercedes 280 SE. Resplendent in Caledonian green, rot-free from a life in South Africa, and sporting the rare manual gearbox and injected 6-cylinder engine, this beautiful Benz fetched £21,500. If you fancy a newer German though, the dynamic duo of BMWs were for you. First was the 1984 E30 320i. Pleasingly standard and presenting extremely well, it sold for £5,912. Next door was its father figure, the 1983 E21 316. An honest example with some charming patina, this slice of retro goodness sold for £5,375. Sportier offerings also did well, headlined by the 1996 Toyota Celica GT4. With just one owner and a full Toyota service history to its name, it's no wonder this example of the rallying icon smashed a £10,000 to £15,000 estimate to sell for £18,812. Not exotic enough for you? What about the Maserati 3200 GT? In superb condition with just 15,000 miles on the clock, this example sported the rarer manual gearbox and looks to die for. It too beat its estimate, selling for £16,660. Hot hatches are an auction favourite, and this extremely tidy but unrestored example of a Vauxhall Nova GSi was always going to do well. It sold mid-estimate for £17,500, and we'd say was worth every penny of that. Another 80s icon, albeit worlds away from the Nova, was the Rover 827 Vitesse. We loved driving this tidy V6 example for an upcoming road test, and someone else clearly loved it too, seeing fit to pay £3,440. Another British barge in the sale was the 1966 Triumph 2000 Estate. Another subject of an upcoming video. I was charmed by this honest example, and at £4,000 it looked a good buy. The 60s Brits continued with the fantastically restored 1964 Bedford CA. Everything from paintwork to chrome and leather interior looked flawless on this van, and it deserved every bit of its £11,800 hammer price. Another standout of the sale was the 1959 Morris Oxford Traveller, one of less than 100 left, and with just 3 owners in its 64-year history, Phil and I were charmed by it and weren't surprised to see it sell for £13,400. But that wasn't the highest figure achieved by a British classic. Oh no. The 1968 Jaguar E-Type Series 1.5 was every bit as gorgeous as it looked in the video, and we expected great things from it. The new owner clearly fell in love as much as we did, and it ultimately sold for £75,250. So some great results from WB's June auction. Head to their website for the full list of results, and stay tuned for our preview of their next sale, which happens on July the 15th. This video is proudly sponsored by Lancaster Insurance. Give them a call on 01480 400 889 for an insurance quote on your classic car. And don't forget to click the link below to enter their latest competition.